Later in the programme, we'll see why the people of Malton have reason to celebrate Christmas Dickensian style. But first, let's find out exactly why Pam is in Cumbria.
Carlisle Cathedral, steeped in nearly 9 centuries of history. One of the smallest cathedrals in the country, but it's still got everything you'd expect. Beautiful architecture, glorious stained glass windows, and a traditional choir.
Now to the Lord sing praises, all you within this place, and with true love and brotherhood each other now embrace.
But what happens when you ask that traditional choir to sing a traditional Christmas carol and then add in a rap duo?
This the world that God is restoring, his essence in a baby, oh come let us adore him. It's himself that he's outpouring, seeing imperfection, healing our infection.
This hip-hop version of God Rest Ye Merry Gentlemen is the brainchild of Andy Dykes and Matthew Firth from the chaplaincy of the University of Cumbria.
The 1830s generation is really a lost generation from the church, and so with our work in the chaplaincy but also planting a new church called The Way, we're trying to reach out to that particular generation. And the remix of this carol is one of the ways, and it's a really creative way, we think, to do that.
Cornered ram, child in a makeshift cradle, spotless lamb slain for a world unstable. Hope began, pain disbands the Lord God.
The hope is that the video of the hip-hop carol will go viral on the internet, shared by social networking sites.
The great thing about rap is that it's quite often gritty, and that also matches with some of the themes of Christmas.
I ain't no wise man, I know.
You know, maybe about Mary effectively being a teenage mother.
God loved the earth, approved teenage birth, dirt, hoof and hurt in
or about Herod massacring the young children, trying to hunt Jesus. Some of those themes have very powerful messages,
same hands that made the skies outstanding,
and say something very significant about who Jesus is.
As angels worship in the night, men commission genocide. Mothers that never were meant to cry survive as their offspring die.
This isn't just a kind of a cuddly story, a nice thing about donkeys and snow and stuff like that. You know, it's quite a serious message.
To welcome the Lord in, a refugee born in a battle that's roaring.
And shock horror, you're involving the cathedral choir.
They've got a particular gift in terms of the choral tradition, and people love that tradition at Christmas. But if we can combine that with some of the rap and the hip-hop and the contemporary style of the video, it means that we can take the best of their gifts, the best of Andy's gifts and our gifts, and offer people something that can communicate to a wide range of people, I think.
You wouldn't expect cathedral choirs, hip-hop and rappers to be natural colleagues, but I'm sure people who see the end result will feel it has a powerful message.
Do you think it's possible that young people will be attracted to find out more about the Christian faith because of things like this?
Well, that's why we're doing it. I very much hope that people will. And also, I hope that by hearing a cathedral choir involved in such a project, they might be tempted to come inside the cathedral and to one of our services.
What about the choristers' reaction?
The choristers were extremely excited when I told them they were going to take part in the hip-hop rap video. And I'm sure it will have done wonders for their street cred with their friends at school.
Well, that was something different, but I liked it. Still to come, a timeless carol from Maida Vale. But first, we discover how one man's leap of faith led him to create a full-scale musical inspired by the Bible. Wembley Arena has been the venue for this ambitious new £1 million production. Love Beyond aims to be up there with the likes of Phantom and Les Mis. Composer Richard Haley first dreamed the dream 15 years ago.
I was sitting in Wembley Arena about to watch my son in a school's choir concert, and I just had a picture of this very large, elaborate musical production that spoke about God's love. And over the years, I really felt that actually it was something that I had to do.
Richard wrote the musical, gave up a top engineering job, and then persuaded West End star Tabitha Webb to join the project.
There was something within my spirit that just rose up that I'd not had on previous projects when people say, I'm going to write this lovely Christian musical about the Bible.
Oceans and seas.
Next, Phantom of the Opera star Dave Willits was brought on board.
Your mother and your father there beside you.
To be involved in doing this at Wembley Arena is, I have to say, the biggest leap of faith I've ever known.
The overriding message for the show is God's love for mankind. And that is common all throughout the Old Testament, all throughout the New Testament.
Come and follow me.
That Christian message isn't just seen on the stage, it runs through the organisation.
We worship at the beginning of each morning before rehearsal, so we really get in the right frame of mind. I really feel God's presence amongst us. There's a real peace, and it really is encouraging in my own faith.
It's made me ask questions, I have to say. How big must the disaster be on earth before he says enough is enough? So people's faith is so strong that someday this will all end and there will be a new heaven and a new earth. And in one of the lines of the show that I say is, I will wipe away all tears.
Composer Richard Haley, who's never written a musical before, has such faith he wants to risk everything again to take the show on tour.
This isn't a commercial marketing venture to sell tickets to theatre. This is storytelling, and it's a story that we so believe in that we'll put everything into it for it to be fantastic.
So, from a musical debut to a beautiful festive favourite, based on a poem by Christina Rossetti and set to the much-loved tune of Cranham by Gustav Holst.
In the bleak midwinter